What's good, guys? It's TSG. This is a clip from our previous podcast with Andrew Wall, executive producer and host of Illuvium. In this clip, we're discussing the speed at which the Illuvium team is actually developing the game compared to other AAA studios.
Regarding what you're kind of just talking about now, like with the speed of things, we're putting products out and development. Just yesterday we saw. It depends on where you are, but on the Illuvium Insider with Grant, we saw
it was this morning for me.
Yeah, it was last night. It was last night for me. So, you've had a long day. All right. So we saw so much stuff in the overworld, stuff that we've never seen before, and it was just like mind blowing. I'm gonna make a video about it today. It was just incredible. So can you actually tell us? And something that you mentioned in the Illuvium Insider, you said that you saw the block out of Brightland Steps, and now you've seen what it looks like now. Can you tell us, can you talk to us about the speed in which that you're seeing this team work? Because you've had so much experience in the industry. Like, can you kind of compare it to what you've seen in legacy studios and other vets in game development and design? Like, talk about the speed in which that the Illuvium team is just going at this. Is this normal? Is what I'm asking.
No, it's not normal. So, like, I don't know how long ago it was. Maybe 45 days ago, maybe. Grant came to me. He's like, "Bro, I got to show you this crazy shit." And it was like, I don't know, 1:30 a.m. or something, Grant's time. And it was something like, I don't know, 7 p.m. for me. I'm like, okay, well, if the co-founder needs me, I'm gonna hop on there. He's like, check this shit out. So he started he does these like 20-hour work days and stuff. And that's how he gets so much done, by the way. And so he started screen sharing Brightland Steps to me. And he's like, look at the scope of this, Andrew. Isn't this, can you even imagine what this is going to be like? I mean, and so he's like on top of one of the cliffs. He's blocking the space out. There's no textures on anything. There's no assets anywhere. It's just the scope of that space and how big it is. And he was just in this wow moment of like how unbelievably huge the space is going to be. He was telling me about his inspiration from other games. And he was telling me about how his vision for this particular space, he gets to do something that he never got to do in the trailer industry or in his previous experience of creating this stuff to the umpteenth level. And the whole thing was just white and it was just shapes everywhere. And so I was like, wow, this is going to be gigantic. And he's like, yeah, look at these bones under here. And look, and he walked me through all of the blocking stage. And then 45 days later, now it looks like what you guys saw on the stream. And so looking really, really amazing. And so that is not typical. Normally that would take like 6 months to 9 months, I think, to build out spaces like that in my experience with other studios. And you would probably outsource everything for building the whole thing out. But Grant could tell you more about that. But I've seen progressions on levels, let's say, many times across many games where I will test an early version of a level that it's missing textures, doors, roofs, and it's just like a functional, like it's literally not even textured. And then normally they don't come back to me with the textured version or the final version or the beta version till like a year later.
Crazy.
But in this case, it's just like 45 days. That was just that example for me personally. They might even be able to go faster. I think it just depends on which regions have priority with the team. And so Grant has put together this team of ice cold killers that come from like the movie trailer space and like the cinematic space and stuff, not just necessarily the gaming space, that are making things that look better than you normally see in video games. And that's what's so wild about it. It's like looking like movie good. And that's what's so crazy. And as he was going through and blocking out the space, he showed me a bit about how he works. He will just sit down for like 6, 7, 8 hours, just put on these like, I don't know, $3,000 headphones he has, and just like work at like almost like these like inhuman speeds, like moving rocks around, just click, 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 click. And he's like moving all this shit around, like almost like he's like in Inception, like creating a new reality. yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. When he's like blocking this out and making the space happen, and he'll like move like 10 rocks and a tree and a waterfall, and he'll like build it all, and then he'll sit back and look at it and go, fuck, man. God, that's gonna be good. And they'll do it again and be like, no, it's dog shit. And he'll just like make these changes, and then it's like you'd imagine like a crazy, like eccentric, like master painter would be about making their painting. He's that guy, 20 hours a day with his stupid headphones on, just working on the stuff all day. And that's how it gets done so quickly, is like he's literally giving everything he's got to that creative process. And it's wild to watch it happen in real time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch the full podcast, the link is down below in the description. Anyway, guys, if you like this type of content, as always, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.